Hey everybody, it's your girl Allie, and you got it. I'm back for another week in the Chris Sain Road to 100K challenge. Guys, I tell you what, I decided to come back outside again because you know what? Coming outside and recording a video for YouTube is kind of like what's going on in the stock market. You don't know what's going to happen. You got noise coming from all different directions. You got birds chirping in your ear. You got airplanes. You got voices. You got you name it. And it feels like that when it comes down to my experience here, especially here lately in the stock market. You guys are watching Allie's View. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Be sure to share it. Also, shout out to everybody that's participating in the challenge. Shout out to Chris Sain. I always like to give a shout out to him for coming up with this great idea. I also always like to let everybody know what day it is. It's Saturday, April 24th. And we are in the year 2021, in case you are watching this video 100 years from now. I'm Allie, and thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, guys, last week was another adventurous week for me. I got into the DraftKings option like many of you did, and it did turn out to be a success for me because I did end up holding it and ultimately sold it when it took off on Wednesday. So a great lesson for me on the importance of not just running away from a play and staying 10 toes down when I'm trying some of the option calls that Chris gives us, and of course when I'm trying my own thing, just not give up. You know, if you have a conviction about stock going in a certain direction, then and you buy an option call, don't just abandon the play, stick with it, because hopefully your due diligence and your conviction, and if you're like me and you're learning how to trade, how to understand more about reading stocks and candlesticks and all that kind of good stuff, then trust the information that you gather and stick to it. Like I said, you can hear playing in the background. You heard some talking just now. This is what's it's been like in my mind in the stock market. It's been one thing after another, it seems. The last 10 weeks for me, as you've heard me say over the last couple weeks when I've been doing these videos, have been a nightmare. I mean, I guess I kind of had a different perspective. This is my fund portfolio. It is a real life portfolio in that I am investing to see how well I can grow and chase this 100K challenge, but also I'm going to take the lessons that I'm learning in the course and start to try to apply some of them here. I do have a couple of other portfolios. Thank goodness others are managing them, and they're doing really well elsewhere. But this is something that I've been trying, wanted to try on my own with Robinhood, and when I came across this challenge, I decided to participate in it. So you'll see that this last week, again, I told you guys that I feel as if I'm starting over, because I really am. I mean, the last 10 weeks, 11 weeks, however many weeks that it's been, feels like months to be honest with you, have been somewhat treacherous in that sense. But this week that we're going to be talking about is week 16 in the Chris Sain challenge. Today is Saturday, April the 24th, and this is for a trading week, the trading week of April the 19th through April the 23rd. So if you're just now joining the video, or this is the first time you've ever seen me, thank you for stopping by. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. This week I ended up finishing down. My portfolio was down about 8.25% for the week, and you'll get a chance to see that when you look at my portfolio. I did continue to buy into some options. I got a PLTR contract. I also bought a fuel cell option. You'll see that when you look at my portfolio, as well as an APXT options, because they were the prices on them were extremely low. I mean, lower than I had seen them in a long time. So I decided to buy some contracts, and you'll see that when you look at my portfolio. I also continue to buy into my PLTR ownership. I'm trying to get that to start I want to get to 100 first. And then after I get to 100 shares, my goal is to try to get that to 125 and then move on to the next stock that I intend to purchase. I'm also thinking about going on ahead and selling my Nokia call that you guys, that long leap, I call it a leap, that I have. And I'm also thinking about saying bye-bye to my Walgreens contracts, because they just seem to be sitting there at that long out of the money price. So I may buy them back at a different price. If you haven't already gotten a chance to check out Trade and Travel, you guys heard me talk about Terry Igioma. She is the owner and founder of Trade and Travel, and it is a course that I recently started taking, where in this course you can learn how to trade, how to day trade, how to swing trade by understanding technical analysis and getting a chance to understand how to read candle movements and understand candles as far as technical analysis trading. So it was something that I wanted to learn a little bit more about. So I'm participating in the course, and if you think you might be interested, there is a link in the description. Please click the link in the description. Check out Terry Igioma. If you use that link, I'll get a little bit of a kickback. If you do join the course, you will also get a link. So consider that if you have an interest in learning more about the stock market or learning more about trading. Terry Igioma, and I stand corrected, she has taught over 6,000 students, not 4,000. I got corrected. I was watching a webinar the other night that she hosted. A lot of times she'll have these sessions where we can kind of interact and engage with her. She has them very often, and she was talking about how she's taught over 6,000 people, and she's teaching people how to make $1,000 in a day. So like I said, I'm learning the fundamentals and the basic foundation of, first and foremost, starting out learning how to read candles and how to understand charts and that type of thing. So if you have an interest in that, most of you probably already heard about Terry. I learned about her on the Karen Hunter show. Shout out to Terry and Karen Hunter, because they both are doing big things, and they're great to learn from. So always a learning experience. So if you also want to get a free stock and you haven't already signed up for Robinhood, there's a link in the description for that. It's your girl Allie. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Like this video, and let's look at my portfolio. Guys, I don't have a whole lot going on this week, but I'm still optimistic. I'm grinding, and I'm not going to stop until I get this little portfolio to 100,000. So stick with me. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. You're watching Allie's View, and have a terrific week next week trading. Okay, everybody, here we are. We're inside of my portfolio. We've ended another week. This is the end of week 16. Today is April the 24th in the year 2021. And this information is from the week of trading for April 19th through April the 23rd. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and thank you so very much to each and every one of you who've already subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Well, guys, you can see there I am. There's my weekly recap, or where I finished. And like we talked about, these are some of the call options that I got. You can see I talked about the PLTR call, and so far so good. I know some people may not think $25 is a lot, or $3 overall when you look at the plus 2.61%. But for me, hey, I think it's huge. So it's got an expiration date of April 30th, as you guys can see, which is this coming Friday. So hopefully this thing will continue to go up. I really like PLTR. That's one of the stocks that you guys know I'm buying into. I also told you guys that I had gotten into Fuel Cell when it was low, and you can see Fuel Cell is doing really well. Got a little bit more time on Fuel Cell until May the 7th on this particular contract. So it's doing actually really well, up 69%. So you guys know I really like options. I still am trying to learn a lot about them as I go along. The course that I'm taking that I told you about, for those of you that might be interested, is Trade and Travel with Terry Igioma, which she teaches the fundamentals, or the foundation of how to read charts and understanding stock charts. So with that being said, we haven't gotten to the part yet about the options. This is another contract that I got, UAVS. This one actually is also doing very well. You can see it expires into May. So I'm hoping this will help generate me some money so that I can buy back into some of the stocks that I want to get. You see I have a couple of other fuel cell and PLTR calls that are in here, as well as APXT. I mentioned APXT to you, and you can see it's at break even since I made the purchase, but Friday was a good day at up $6. So you kind of can see what I'm doing. I mentioned that this was my baby. It still is my baby, but you know what? The child is causing some problems right now. I'm thinking about, sending it to its father. No, I need to get a lower price. So I'm gonna go back in and take this $60 and buy into a lower break-even price or lower strike price instead of $90. I think that's too far out considering that it's dropped down to $52.99. So I'm probably gonna go back in like that because I do like Walgreens. As far as Nokia, you can see it's just sitting here. It doesn't expire until next year. This is like a leap as well, but I think I can use that money elsewhere. At least that's what I plan to do. Still working towards getting a better ownership in PLTR. You can see I'm currently at 45 shares and building. I hope to take some of that money that you guys see in those option contracts and go after PLTR. You can also see where I am with the cryptocurrencies. Shout out to Chris Sain. I always like to give a shout out to Chris Sain and everybody that is in fact participating in the Chris Sain challenge. Shout out to you guys. You are family, and thank you for joining my channel. Those of you who already have. If you're new to the game and you're new to the 100K challenge, hey, why not join? It's been a lot of fun so far. Going back to the crypto one more time, I remember Chris said that Bitcoin was going to drop down to 47,000, and you know what? He was right, because guess what? It did. It did drop down. I saw it when it was 47 and some change, and it did, but it's on its way back up now, so hopefully it'll continue to go up. You can see my little Doge ownership there. Not a lot, but nonetheless, it's paying. So anything that's winning for me, I love it. So let's see. There you have it. That's what's going on, guys. Thank you so much for always stopping by and checking out what I'm up to. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in joining Terry Ejioma's course, it's called Trade and Travel. Teaches you the fundamentals of how to read the charts, understanding candlesticks. It's more of a technical analysis trading concept, and also it gets into Globex, gaps, options, and all of that, spreads, and all of the different parts of that in the VIP, which is the next part of her course, which I'm working towards. But right now I'm still in the fundamentals and still taking my time learning that. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, like I said, you're watching Allie's View. Please hit that subscribe button. And as you can see, I'm taking one more run through here. My hope is that these guys will pay off. It's good to see some green for a change. Thank you for always stopping by. It's your girl, Allie. Have a great week trading and just an overall great week.